episode of Roll Up a Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Let's go, Devin Jennings. Let's go. You know what it is? We in here. Let's get it. Tap in. Tap in. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all ready? This one is going to be about the time I robbed my Uber driver. Tap in. Tap in. Don't call me no Uber, because I might just get him. Yeah. Sick me on something, I'm going to go get it. That's exactly what happened. Tap in. Tap in. This is a wild ass story, so trust me, you going to want to tune in. You going to want to see this. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. All right, y'all ready? This happened back in 2019. So it ain't no motherfucking saying nothing incriminating or none of that. I done been to court, case dismissed. So I could talk about it. Let's talk about it. Tap in. Tap in. All right. Y'all about ready? Let's get it. All right. So this how it happened, right? I'm with my homeboy. This nigga, he tell me we about to go ride out and shit, we about to go smoke, meet up with some hoes or whatever, have a good day type shit. All right, cool. So we riding around, we doing our thing. Later on that night come, I'm fast forwarding the tape, just letting y'all know that we hung out and all of that shit. So later on that night come, we drunk, high as hell, all of that shit, right? So we go to this nigga house because he decided he needed to lay down because he was just too damn fried. Now, this my boy, you know what I'm saying? This my day one nigga, from the block, all that. Damn, I fucked up like this. You know what I'm saying? My day one dog, you feel me? So I'm cool with it. All right, we shot back to his crib. I know moms, all of his people, all of that shit. So we shot over there to his people crib, where he be at most of the time because he got his own shit. But we shot over there to his people shit, right? So we over there, we in the basement, we chilling and shit. This nigga fall asleep, right? All right, cool. He go to sleep. I'm watching the game. So while I'm watching the game, he wake up maybe like 20 minutes later or some shit. So he get up. He like, look, bro, I'm too fried, man. I can't move, dog. I'm gonna just call you an Uber. Call me an Uber? Nigga, I'm not your girlfriend. What the fuck is you talking about calling me an Uber? You know what I'm saying? But that's exactly what this nigga did. He called me an Uber. This is the first time ever in life I ever got in an Uber or somebody called an Uber for me. Like, this was some wild shit to me. I'm mind blown. You know what I'm saying? Especially for my homeboy. So, all right, whatever. The nigga called the Uber, right? So the Uber ride pull up. It's a white girl, right? By this time, it's like 2, 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I've been with this nigga pretty much the whole day. You know what I'm saying? So call me the Uber ride. I get in the car. It's a white girl. So we ride off. She go to drop me off. Now, the city that I was in is a city called Southfield. Southfield right next door to Detroit. So she was taking me from Southfield to Detroit. So it might have been like a 10, 15-minute ride. You know what I'm saying? So while we in the middle of riding, me and her talking, we kicking in, all that shit. She cool as hell. So we just popping our shit or whatever. By the time we get damn near there, she smelled some weed on me. I had the weed in my pocket the whole time. Well, she might have smelled it the whole time, but she finally cracked on me like right before we got there. So she like, you smoke weed? Woo? I'm like, yeah. She like, I do too. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. So we talking about weed and shit. She like, well, check this out. I'm about to do a couple of more Uber rides. And when I get off, I'll come pull back up on you and come smoke with you. I'm like, oh, okay. That's cool. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was capping. I thought she was just, trying to make a little convo or whatever. Nah, she was for real. So when I got to the house, we swapped numbers. She left. You know, she left. She called me like 5:30 in the morning. Just about 2 hours later, right? She called me. I usually don't even be up that late, but I was up late that night. So when she called, I picked up. I'm like, "What's up?" She like, "I'm about to come pull up on you. I just got off." I'm like, "All right, cool." So she come pull up and shit, right? When she get there, I get in the car with her. I'm about to light my blunt. While I'm about to light the blunt, she like look in the glove compartment. So I go pop the glove compartment. Nothing in there. She like, "Oh damn, I must have left the weed back at the hotel room." What? I'm like, "Okay, well, where's your hotel room?" She talking about it's in Livonia. So I'm about to get ready to get out the car, cause I'm about to let her go do her thing or whatever. She like, "Well, you could just ride back with me." Okay, cool. I ain't had shit to do. So I rode back with her to her hotel room. Her hotel room was in the city called Livonia. Livonia is about 15 minutes outside of Detroit. So we rode there to our hotel room. We get there. Just so happened the little hotel room that she was at in Livonia. Livonia like a little white trash city. They really don't give a fuck about a lot of shit. You know. So the hotel that she was staying in didn't care about people smoking. I know that sounds crazy, but this hotel did not care about smoking. You know what I'm saying? So when we got there, she said, "We gonna smoke in the room." All right, cool. So we went up to our room. Mind you, it was about 5 something in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So we go up in the room, we smoke. We smoke. She passed out while we in the room smoking. She just passed out. She like, "I'm too high. I gotta go to sleep." Mind you, this was my Uber driver. You know what I'm saying? And she then took me back to her hotel room and all type of shit. Now, let me say this. I did not have sex with this woman. I did not have sex with this woman. So this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? This was some real fluke ass shit. And this some real live shit. I'm not making up nothing. This is real shit. You know what I'm saying? So she go to sleep. I'm sitting there like, man, what the fuck? At that time, 2019, I was down bad. I ain't had nothing going on. So I wasn't tripping. I just stayed or whatever. I passed out, went to sleep with her. So by the time we wake up, it's about 10 in the morning. So we slept for about, you know, 4 or 5 hours or something. We got a couple hours of sleep. We get up. I'm thinking she about to go ahead and shoot me back to the crib, and going on about her business. She like, "Look, you such a cool guy. Why don't you just roll me for the day? Everything on me." Again, mind you, this was the Uber driver. I'm like, "All right, fuck it. Like I said, I ain't had nothing to do. I ain't had nothing going on. So I was like, all right, cool. Man, look, we done went to the mall. We done went to Walmart. Nah, this real talk though. We done went bowling. We done pulled up on her friend. She done took a picture of me and her together, all type of shit. Like, we hung out that whole day. And again, mind you, this was the Uber driver, you know. So we hung out the whole day, right? We smoking and all that shit. Cause, she still had weed, I still had weed. So we blew all that shit, right? By this time, it's about 9, 10 o'clock at night. She ain't took me back to my house, none of that. I've been with her all day. I ain't brushed my teeth, took a shower, nothing. And she didn't give a fuck. All she cared about was me riding with her, and that was just that. You feel me? So we been rolling the whole time. Now this back nighttime, like I said, about like 8, 9 o'clock or some shit like that. We out of weed now. So she like, where the weed at? Who got the weed? I'm like, shit, it's over here. So we went and pulled up to the motherfucking spot. We got some more weed. Mind you, she still have not took me back home. It's pretty much she kidnapped me. I've been with her the whole motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to say, you know what? If she take me back to her hotel room again and she falls asleep again, I'm gonna take her car. Cause she got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if y'all know, if I told y'all, if y'all watch my videos, stuff like that, I'm a road runner. You know what I'm saying? I make my money on the road. I do DoorDash and shit. I buy and sell cars. pretty much everything I do is through transportation. You know what I'm saying? So I needed a car. You know what I'm saying, to get back out here because I was fucked up. I ain't had nothing going on. So my whole plan was if we go back to her hotel room and she fall asleep again, I'm gonna take her car. You know, call it some bum shit, whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. The whole deal was I'm taking her ride if she fall asleep on me again. Cause first off, why has she been holding me hostage all this time? We wasn't even supposed to got to this point in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It was strictly just supposed to be smoking, and that was it. It went from us supposed to smoke all the way till she took me back to her damn hotel room and she didn't kidnap me for 24 hours type shit. You know? So I'm like, all right, she take me back to the hotel room. She fall asleep. I'm taking her shit. You know? That's exactly what happened. We went back to her hotel room. Mind you, I still ain't brushed my teeth or nothing. This is the whole next night. So we been together that whole day. I ain't brushed my teeth, nothing, you know. All right, we get back to the hotel room. We do the same thing again, you know. So we sitting there smoking, we talking. Boom, her ass pass out again. Again, we never had sex. We wasn't intimate. We wasn't kissing. None of that. You know what I'm saying? We was just cool as hell. But she just wouldn't let me go type shit. All right. So she go to sleep. She go to sleep. I grabbed the keys out of her purse and I took her phone. She had 2 cell phones. I took both of them motherfuckers and her keys. Walked up out that motherfucker, right? Walked out of there, jumped in the car, pulled off. By this time, it may be like 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I waited till she was good and sleep, you know what I'm saying, before I made this move. Again, call me a bum ass nigga, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? I got it how I live, and that's what it was at that point in time. So I did what the fuck I did. You know, if you don't like real shit, then tune out. You feel me? Because this is just some real shit. And I'm just one of the few that could admit that I pulled a real nigga move for me and myself. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I jumped in the car, I pulled off. I dipped, I shot right back to the D. You know what I'm saying? When I got on the freeway, I threw her phones out the window. So that way she couldn't call nobody, you know, when she wake up or whatever. So boom, I'm gone. Her is still in the hotel room, sleep, you know. So by the time I get back to the D, I call my baby mama. Mind you, it's like 5 in the morning. It might be like 3, maybe 3 o'clock in the morning at this point. Call my baby mama. I'm like, get up, get the kids ready. We out of here. I went and picked them up. You know what I'm saying? I shot them out to a hotel out in the city called Madison Heights. Madison Heights, all the way on the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? So I shot them to a hotel out there and shit. And I got to hustling out this woman car. And I just stole her shit. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So while I'm hustling, I'm paying for the room every day, making sure my baby mama and the kids straight. Now, at this time, my baby mama, she was pregnant with a third kid. Me and her got 2 kids together. She was pregnant with a third kid, and I knew that third kid wasn't mine, you know, but that's a whole nother story. So anyway, she was real life about to have a baby at this point. So one of the days that she was at the hotel room, you know what I'm saying, and I had the car, she like, look, I'm about to have a baby now, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to shoot her to the hospital. We go up to the hospital. What happened? She had the baby. She had the baby. I seen the baby come out. I held the baby, all of that shit, you know. All right, cool. After that, I left. I go back to the motherfucking hotel room, you know, to go check, make sure everything was straight there or whatever. So by this time, it's like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, you know. I got my kids with me and everything. We in the stoley, you know what I'm saying? But I got to do what the fuck I got to do to make sure my family's straight, you know. It was what it was, you know. So I'm riding around the stoley. This is a few days after all of that shit happened with the white girl, you know, after I got her car and shit. This is a few days later, you know. So I'm riding through Madison Heights when I had left the hotel room. A motherfucking cop car jumped behind me, you know. I'm like, damn, this motherfucking cop car reading his plate, you know. So I'm trying to dip through traffic, get the fuck away from him. He tailing the shit out of me, you know. I'm like, damn, I'm got, you know, he know this is a stolen car because I see how he dipping around, you know, trying to keep up with me. So I hit a couple blocks, dipped on his ass, got the fuck on, right? I got on. I thought I was gone. Man, I looked up, two cop cars coming towards me. There's some on the left of me, on the right of me. They came from everywhere. They was not playing. So they hawked me down, pulled me over, right? I turned around, looked at the kids. At the time, my kids was like 3 and 1. You know, they was some little babies at the time. You know what I'm saying? I looked at my kids. I'm like, look, I'm about to go to jail. You know, they ain't know what the hell I was talking about. They like, huh? You know, the oldest one, she got to crying. You know, even though she really didn't know what was going on, but she knew something wasn't right. So she got to crying and shit. Police ran up on the car. They grabbed me out the car, you know, handcuffed me, all that shit. I'm like, look, my kids in the back, you know, can my people come get my kids? You know, they like, don't worry about it. We'll figure that out, blah, blah, blah. But you going to jail. You in this stolen car and all this shit. I'm like, man, whatever, man. So they took me to jail, right? I go to jail. They like, yeah, you know, you stole this girl car and all this bullshit. I'm like, how the fuck I steal her car when I got the keys? The keys is in the ignition. I'm like, you don't see no signs of me tearing the car up like I stole it, you know, like I busted up the key panel or anything, you know, trying to steal the car. Like, there's no signs of me, you know, tampering with the vehicle at all. So how you figure I stole it? You know what I'm saying? They like, well, she reported you and said you stole her car and all this shit. I'm like, look, man, I ain't stole nothing. I'm like, she gave me her car, and basically she just mad because I won't make her my girlfriend. I'm like, you see, I'm black and she white. She want to be my woman, but I won't make her my woman, you know. So she called y'all and told y'all I stole her shit. That was my story, you know. But on the real, I really did steal her shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I played my story. Like, nah, she was just mad because I don't fuck with her and she called y'all, you know. This was before I found out the story that she gave them, you know. They was just questioning me, trying to get my side of the story. So that was my story, right? So while I'm sitting in jail, probably like 2 days later, my lawyer comes see me. He like, look, man, he like, this is what girl said. He showed me the discovery packet. I read the shit. Why she break the whole story down exactly how it happened from the start to the beginning. She told them I was her Uber driver. She came and picked me up. She took me to the house. She left, came back and got me, took me to her hotel room, passed out on me, woke up, took me all around town. She even showed them the picture that she had took with me. Told them we went to get some weed. We went back to the hotel. Everything that I just described to you, she put all of that in the damn police report. Every single thing, word for word, right? So I'm looking at the discovery pack. I'm like, oh, straight up. You know, I'm thinking she told them like I carjacked her or something. You know what I'm saying? To get her, wiggle her way up out the system. You know, out the situation. Nah, she told them everything that happened, word for word. So the lawyer looked at me. He was like, man, you know you about to beat this case, right? I was smiling ear to ear. I'm like, I don't believe this shit. You know, like this some real life, once in a lifetime type shit. Like, you know, what the fuck was the chance of somebody doing something like that? You know, when her whole defense is that I stole her car, but she told them everything that we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was some of the dumbest shit she could have ever fucking did. If she would have flat out just said, hey, I came to my hotel room one night and dog jacked me, you know, while I was putting the key in the door. If she would have said that, I would have got booked. You know what I'm saying? On a carjacking, I would have been gone. But she told them exactly how the whole story happened, dog. So I'm going back and forth to court on this shit. Oh, let me throw this in there. So before all of that shit happened, I had a driving on suspended ticket, right? Out in a city called Farmington Hills. Farmington Hills is a little suburban city outside of Detroit. It's one of the metro Detroit cities. So if you hear about Metro Detroit, the past two cities I did name, Madison Heights, Livonia, and now Farmington Hills, oh, and Southfield. All of them are Metro Detroit cities. So I had a driving on suspended ticket out of Farmington Hills, right? So I had went to see the judge. This was probably like a few months before this white girl shit happened, right? So the judge said, you know what, I'm gonna let you go. Cause they took me to jail for this shit and all that. So I went to see the judge the next morning. The judge was like, look, I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead and clean your license up, get your life together. But he was like, if I see you here again, I'm gonna give you 90 days, right? This was what the Farmington Hills judge said to me for that driving on suspended ticket. Is if I get placed in front of him again and I ain't got my license together, I'm gonna do . 90 days in jail. All right, cool. Let me out, went on by my business. So my license still suspended. I ain't took care of the shit. So here it is, a couple months later, I catch this white girl case. So, by then I got a warrant out for my arrest because I didn't take care of my license. So after the whole white girl case, they send me to Farmington Hills to see that judge again because I'm back in custody. So I go back in front of that judge. The judge said, hey, didn't I tell you if I see you again, you doing 90 days? I was like, yeah. They was like, well, 90 days. Bow. So he gave me 90 days in jail, right? All right. So now I had to go back to court for the white girl shit. So I'm still back and forth in court with that. I'm already serving 90 days for driving on suspended anyway. So now I'm going back and forth to court with this white girl shit. The whole time, my lawyer like, look, don't worry about it. Case beat, you good. You just gonna have to do your 90 days for the driving on suspended. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So one of the times that I went to court, they called for all the evidence. So they brought out the discovery package and all of that, the police report, all of that shit, right? They brought up my side of the story, her side of the story. They corroborated every piece of evidence on the case, what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short on all that, girl was on the stand trying to get me cooked. She like, I want y'all to prosecute him to the fullest extent. He carjacked me and all of this stupid ass shit. She ain't know what she was talking about. She was just hoping to get a conviction out of me since they had caught me in the car or whatever. It ain't go like that because, again, her police report told everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? So they looked at her was, yeah, you was mad because he wasn't fucking with you or whatever. So you called us to get him up off of you. Man, look, her face like sunk in. Like you could tell she was hurt because she fucked up on the police report. You know what I'm saying? If she would have just kept that shit G, like, nah, that ain't none of that happened. That nigga carjacked me. If she would have just played it like that, I would have got hit. But since she told them everything that happened word for word and had a nerve to fucking show them the damn picture that she took of us. So in court, they like, you got a whole selfie with this guy. So how the fuck did he carjack you when you got a whole selfie with him? You know what I'm saying? It was just everything that she was trying to put out there backfired on her ass. You know what I'm saying? So they smoked her. Long story short, they blew her boots off. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see how they didn't even charge her with a crime. They should have charged her with some shit. You know what I'm saying? How heavy they was on her ass about it. So, long story short on all that, they dismissed the case. Man, she was so hurt. I don't know if y'all, well, I'm pretty sure y'all didn't see New Jack City, that old ass movie. You know what I'm saying? But at the end in New Jack City, when Wesley Snipes got found, he got found guilty, but he only got like a year in jail or something, and Ice-T was mad as hell about it, like, what? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you only get that? That's exactly how the white girl was. Like, she was hurt that the damn case got dismissed. It's like, bitch, you was bold how you told the whole damn story. And on top of it, you a Uber driver. Why is it that you coming back picking up your customers? You know what I'm saying? Man, they grilled the shit out of her in court, you know. So she lost that shit, you know, case dismissed. I didn't have to pay nothing. I ain't had to do nothing. All I had to do was serve my 90 days for that driving on suspended. You know what I'm saying? Man, that was one of the wildest fucking stories ever, you know. And like I said, you can call me a bum or whatever the fuck you want. I'm a hustler at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do for me and mine. And whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do it. If I gotta come get you, I'm gonna come get you. I don't give a fuck how you feel. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I did what I had to do. You know, I guess God seen the real in it. You know what I'm saying? He cut me loose because I could have got hit with some time buying this shit. You know, but case dismissed. You know what I'm saying? I went on by my life. I don't know what's going on with her. You know, matter of fact, her name Erin. Yeah, little white girl named Erin. So Erin, if you watching this, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, we never had sex. We never did anything, so it wasn't no DNA, you know, in between me and her or none of that. So in real life looked like, you know, she was just mad about the whole motherfucking thing. She was just mad about the whole situation, how it played out, you know. Because why is you spending the block on your customers, you know? And if you is going to spend a block on your customers, you know, have a phone conversation, get to know this person, you know? How you go drop them off and then come pull back up on them 2 hours later, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning. You gonna come pull back up on this person. You don't know who the fuck this is. You know what I'm saying? You just picked them up on an Uber ride. Pick them up, drop them off. That is just the game. You know what I'm saying? You took this shit to the next level, dick riding the nigga and shit, and that shit backfired on you. Cause I wasn't interested in her or none of that. You know? It was just a point in time when it was a calling for me to do what I had to do. I did what I had to do. I made me some money out the shit. I made sure my family was straight. You know what I'm saying? I took care of them. They was straight. So when I went and did my 90 days in jail, they was good. They was good. I just had to go do my 90 piece. Matter of fact, while I was in there, they was taking care of me because I made sure they was straight. You know what I'm saying? So my commissary was straight my whole 90 days. I was good. You know what I'm saying? And again, the 90 days that I did wasn't even related to that case. It was for some whole other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was good after that. You know what I'm saying? I took care of my business. I did my time and I moved on, man. That was just one of them days when I had to do what the fuck I had to do, you know. And it really resulted because of my homeboy. You know, my homeboy called an Uber on me like I was his girlfriend, like I was a little late night or something, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, that shit made me so mad for him doing that. Like, nigga, you the one that can't pick me up. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna pick me up and then call me a Uber ride like I'm your bitch or something? You know? So I ain't gonna lie, I was mad as hell behind that shit for real, you know. And the little white girl, she was all on me, you know, trying to be my little thing or whatever, you know. I don't know if she was trying to groom me to be her nigga or what. Cause like I said, we rolled the whole day together. She wouldn't even take me back home, you know what I'm saying? So I could go brush my teeth. She kept me with her the whole time, knowing my breath stank. She ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? She was just happy to be with a nigga. It was crazy. So, yeah, when that nightfall hit, I got her ass. And I didn't have to stick her up. I ain't had to do nothing crazy to her. I just waited till she fell asleep, took them keys, and went on by my business, man. But I beat that case, you know what I'm saying? And I went on by my life, man. It just go to show you, man, life is crazy, dog. 1 minute shit could be like this, next minute it could be like that, you know. And that's just what it was. I wasn't thinking about robbing nobody or none of that. That was not my intention at all. It was just my boy called an Uber on me, and my damn Uber was down with keeping me with her. You know what I'm saying? So I used that shit to my advantage. I did what I had to do. I grew up in the streets. I'm from Detroit, baby. We get it how we live. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's been another live stream, a roll up, a pull up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Oh yeah. And if I ever need another Uber ride and you my Uber driver, better tuck your tail, because I just might get you. Nah, I'm bullshitting. But y'all be safe out here, man.